the prospect of Trinamool Congress here, the fraction of Mamata Banerjee. As I received information to this discussion that Mamata Banerjee wasn't the target, it is sure that she was not the direct target. But being the three times chief minister, all the question had been, the proposed by the camps within her party, been targeted to Mamata Banerjee directly or indirectly. Ultimately, Abhishek Banerjee was nobody. And it has been proved quite clearly that after the debacle in the election, Abhishek Banerjee has been completely decimated in the party, and most of the accusations are targeted to him. And then finally, Mamata Banerjee is, I mean, they are keeping Mamata Banerjee away from there doesn't mean that Mamata Banerjee is not targeted. Because where Mamata Banerjee is still standing, and her standpoint is very clear that Abhishek Banerjee is still with her, and then the party colleagues are there, the part of the party colleagues are there with her, and the remaining parts are there. But there are two feelings that to be understood. One, Mamata Banerjee had to support Abhishek Banerjee because during the stewardship of our governance, these all corruptions which had been pointed out even by us, that had happened, the kind of nepotism, and that is what's a unique example. And moreover, there have been lot many administration malfunctioning, kind of the corruption as we mentioned, and there had been a lot of law and order crisis being Bengal experienced during our regime. So that's not a question. The question is who had really led during the time and who had really took the turn of power into his hand. And then Abhishek Banerjee had, completely taken control, almost the mental of the Trinamool party, and then finally directed and created his own group. That's the important part. Today there may be lot of voices come up, lot of I mean to say the advisory voices come up like Ritobroto Banerjee, or there may be Kakuli Ghosh and all. But if you are going to individually dissect them, individually from Kakuli Ghosh to Saini Ghosh, from Sandipan Saha, Ritobroto Banerjee to whosoever, they all had the involvement with the same kind of crime and the otherwise the patronage of the same kind of a crime, and they had allowed it. And this all happened after the election. And this all happened after the election means that they were not sure that which side of the power they would be with. And thus it had proved that who
No,
had
so does
failed.
it mean,
Interesting part is who had failed.
final question to you, Chandan. Then, what does it mean then for Congress? Are you going to embrace Mamata Banerjee with whatever shortfalls you've been witnessing? Are you ready to embrace her with all those shortcomings, or you will try and maintain a distance in alliance? That okay, she'll be part of the alliance, but you will not mingle with open arms as far as Mamata Banerjee is concerned.
It is very sure that she had been the part of India bloc. And she had attended, it's not only after the debacle of party in Bengal, it had been quite a long time she had been a part of
No,
it.
but is the party
And
worried?
we had,
Congress, no, listen to me.
I
Is
hate
Congress
you.
worried? Is Congress worried that if you take all these tainted MPs or they merge or whatever, so far the denial has come. But if supposing if a situation arises and you all these MPs have to join Congress, will Congress allow that? Because the Congress has been accusing BJP of being a washing machine. Congress will turn into another washing machine.
Interestingly not. Interestingly not. We never own up any washing machine of such a kind, that
Hmm.
probably had invented by the BJP party itself. But the question is very clear. If you are going to demarcate this particular moment, then you find that there is a patronage. It's a direct patronage. How could Ritabrata Banerjee really make a particular team out of the grip of Mamata Banerjee and finally form this? That's one point. Who had patronized very, very quickly their recognition came. That was one point. That had been the second point. Interestingly, that India partnership, the breakaway team of the parliamentary, the committee or the parliamentary members of TMC, they have declared that they would be joining to NDA. If they allowed or not, that's a different thing. But NDA had petrol. BJP minister's house had been used where the chief minister attended this particular meeting of the fraction. These are enough indications who are trying to occupy the opposition space. I try to, Nilu, I try to, I just conclude here by saying that if you remember Congress Mukt Bharat, it means the opposition space that the Congress has occupied all the way and almost everywhere. You find that Congress Mukt Bharat that links to that particular phase where the opposition space being occupied by the ruling party. This is the first time ever you can understand this fact. The first time ever it's happened after Madhya Pradesh, it was a faction. Madhya Pradesh, Jyotiraditya Scindia team was breakaway. 23 members were taken away. Fine, because that was a power towards. Then again, Uddhav Thackre's team split. That was a power towards. But here, the massive mandate the BJP has reached. And finally, they're still trying to occupy the opposition space, is being targeted to stifle the democracy and to kill the opposition space. We have to fight out in whichsoever the party or parties that we can really fight with, or to fight with against this kind of the stifling or strangulation of the democracy that's being tried out by the BJP party throughout the country.
All right.